Trust Wallet token. So, this one I actually think has potential, but to be honest, I think the majority of the potential is going to be based on if we see Consensus launch a MetaMask token. I think there's a good chance of that. Joe Lubin's been sort of dropping hints about how the company would go public. And if they were to do that, I would be dropping a token before I went public, you know? Or certainly very shortly after. So I want to take a look at what he's been saying. Potential for MetaMask airdrop, what that would mean for wallets and wallet tokens. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, it shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. They were cryptos that I thought were going to make me very, very good money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded and released the videos. These are the highs that all these coins hit in under a year and a half, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into them when I released the videos. So 100 into all of them in under a year and a half would have netted you over 123 grand. Now, wherever you live, that's pretty good. You know, so in most places it might not be a house. In some places it will be a huge house. Thing is you don't have 15 or 16 months to sort your portfolios out. We're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're sitting on cryptos that you're really not happy with or confident in, you've got to clear out the dead wood in your portfolio. Get on to copymycrypto.com, have a look at that site. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell a coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, so they make the same profit without any work. And on the site, you can see what my members have earned. You can read the successes that we've had. You can watch the videos, read my members' testimonials. Everything on the site's public record as well. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. Bitcoin is trying to get to new highs almost every day now. These markets are already ripping. A ton of my coins have blasted in the last few days, like way higher than the market average. So if you're needing to sort your portfolios out, copymycrypto.com can help you out, guys. There's a link in the description. Now, Trust Wallet. So look, it's a wallet. It's a token wallet, right? It's on Binance. I don't think it's on Coin. It's not on Coinbase, which is interesting. So a Coinbase listing would obviously pump this hugely. It's a good wallet. It's a good wallet. It's a BEP20 utility token. Provides benefits for the Trust Wallet users. It's a mobile cryptocurrency wallet that supports dozens of native assets and blockchains. It isn't just BEP20. Now, I really more want to talk about what Joe Lubin said recently. So Joe Lubin is the co-founder of, well, the Ethereum co-founder, and he obviously has, he's in charge of Consensus. So he's the founder and CEO of the company that runs MetaMask. So Joe Lubin said, we've talked, when it was asked if this Consensus, if they would go public, he said, we've talked about that for a very long time. And there are different ways to go public in our ecosystem. You can launch a protocol, you can tokenize a protocol, you can externalize a project. We have several projects that could be candidates for that sort of thing. So if we do go public in some form, we've always been biased to using our own technology. That's something he's been saying. Obviously, MetaMask is the most used wallet in the world. There's been hints about MetaMask airdrop for ages and ages and ages. And yeah, there are no concrete plans to do so. He said there's been about 40 different products that they've released. Genesis was a very successful one, and they're continuing to add all the time. They've got Genesis Pay now. He said Consensus is working with the auditing firm KPMG, but declined to provide details. So if they do go public in some form, like I said, you know, they're going to be pushing their own technology. The question fundamentally is going to be, like, what do we see from them? Do we see them go public with a token launch? Do we see them become a public utility, like a proper company on the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange? There's so many possibilities. Now, what bodes really, really well for something like Trust Wallet, because Trust Wallet in and of itself is already very strong, right? So it's an exceptional wallet. It's one of the best wallets. The downside, but wallets aren't really going to be like an exciting investment for most. Yeah, you can see that it peaked at a couple of bucks at the end of 2022. It's kind of a random pump, right? All-time high is $2.72. Now, the reality is if a MetaMask were to launch a token, everyone would be interested. Everyone would want to know how they could get their hands on an airdrop. Almost certainly a MetaMask airdrop would end up being the biggest, most successful airdrop in the history of crypto. It would be bigger than Uniswap. It would be bigger than WorldCoin. And WorldCoin, by the way, while I hate that as a project, had the most successful launch in the history of crypto in that regard, in onboarding users. MetaMask already have an audience of 30 plus million. And that's got to be way higher than that, actually, thinking about it. And also, look, exchanges have hurt people many a time in the past. Celsius, Voyager, Jesus Christ, FTX, there's so many. There's so damn many. And self-custody is a thing that needs to be discussed more and more. You shouldn't be leaving your crypto on exchanges. MetaMask as a token launch would almost certainly draw eyes to the importance of self-custody, and that would cause wallets to have a pump. I think there is absolutely a world where if MetaMask are to launch, and it's always this big if, we've been talking about it for years and years, but if they are to launch, obviously MetaMask will be listed on Binance and Coinbase and everywhere immediately. It would end up rocketing into the top 50 in terms of market cap. There is no question about that. But the other wallets that are knocking about, your XDFIs, your Trust Wallets, they are going to pump. And it would not be a shock to see them end up being listed on Coinbases and Binances, on any of the exchanges they're not currently on. You know, there could be that, like the MetaMask launch, a MetaMask launch could cause an enormous shift in perspective and in narrative. Maybe self-custody becomes this huge overarching narrative that just takes over. You know, we've had real world assets, we've had AI, we've had memes, we've had so many different narratives this year. DPIM, and a MetaMask launch would cause a self-custody narrative. These coins would pump. You could see Trust Wallet hitting $5 or $10 really easily off the back of that. Because I do think they're going to end up on Coinbase. I'd be shocked if they don't. So I actually think down the line, Trust Wallet is going to be a $10 coin. I really do. I think that can happen in the next 6-7 months. But again, I do think a MetaMask launch is going to be the catalyst for it, unless it just gets a listing on Coinbase, which again I think it should, and it probably will down the line. But as of right now, obviously wallets aren't the sexiest thing for people to want to invest in. You know, meme coins are always going to be one of the things that retail get into. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. If you're if MetaMask launch coin, if MetaMask launched their own token, what do you think? How high do you think it could go in terms of market cap? How big do you think it could be? How big a deal would that be for all of the wallet tokens around? Share your perspective, because that's obviously mine. Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you are sitting on cryptos you're not confident in, you've got to clear out that dead wood. You've got to clear out that dead wood, otherwise you're just going to watch everyone else making money while you don't. Have a look at copymycrypto.com. There's a link in the description. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell a coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, so there's no work for them. They make the same profits as me. You can see on the site what they've made. You can read their testimonials. You can look at the videos of the successes we've had. It's public record, so you can verify it on the history of this channel. If you read through, you like what you see, guys, try out the service, because as I've said, a number of my coins have been absolutely ripping, way more than the rest of the market has been. So if you want to find out what they are, get onto the site, read through it all, and I'll see you there. And that's it from me. Take care. Bye-bye.